Hello sir, I am Rinkal Pandya and my group members are Mandavya Hardipa, Sidpara Julie and Vavadia Rita, and the title of our project is Smart Streetlight System using IoT. Here is the model for our smart streetlight system using IoT, and here are the streetlight lamps that we have made by ourselves, and here are the PIR sensors. This is PIR sensor 1 for streetlight 1, and this is PIR sensor 2 for streetlight 2. And behind this model we have placed our circuits. This is the circuit 1 and here is the circuit 2, which are connected with the GPIO pins of Raspberry Pi. These are the GPIO pins, which is general purpose input output pins. Here is the HDMI cable and here is the power cable which is connected with our monitor. And the programming of Raspberry Pi pins is done in Thorny Python. So the first line of the program is import rpi.gpio, which is Raspberry Pi.general purpose input output, which we can call it as only GPIO. Then we have imported time for time sleep, and then we have imported SMTP library. So SMTP is used to send mails, and here we want to send the output of PIR which is detected. We want to send it to my email. So here my email is returned to rinkalandpandya@gmail.com. Its subject will be PIR and text will be motion is detected. Why we have written motion is detected, we'll see afterwards. Here is the basic requirements of SMTP server, which is its email smtp.gmail.com. Then port of SMTP is 587 and Gmail username. So I am the user, I am using this, so my email and my password. Then are the general requirements for GPIO setup. So these are very important. GPIO.setup 11, GPIO.in. This is 11 is the input pin for Raspberry Pi, which will read from the Pi, and 3 is the output pin of GPIO. Now is the details of emails. So the first is send mail, self, recipient, subject and content. Then is the header, from whom the Gmail is coming, then the username, subject, to. So the Gmail is coming to my email address, so it will be Rinkal, recipient, then MIME version, which is 1.0, and content type. So in which type the mail will come to me. So it is text or HTML. It will come to my inbox in the form of text or HTML. Then is the header, and then is the session for SMTP library, its header and the list of it. It is a very important step. Session.login, Gmail username and Gmail password. So we don't have to log in to my email ID every time. It will log in by itself using my username and password, which we have mentioned above. Here is the detail. So it will use this details and it will log in into my ID automatically. So here is the main program from while true, I is equals to GPIO.input 11. As we said, 11 is the input pin. So when there is 0 input, or when input from the motion is low, or when input from the motion is not detected, it will print no intruders. And time slip will be 0.1. Else if I is equals to 1, or when output from the motion sensor is high, or when it is detected, it will print intruder detected from street number 1, I, and time slip will be 0.1 microseconds. And these details we have written only below intruders detected, because we don't want these details when street light is off, but when street light is on we want the list. So it will send the output to my email address with the subject PIR output and light is on. And when email will be sent to my phone, it will print email sent. So as I told earlier that we will look to it that motion is detected. Why we have written this in the text? This is because we don't want these to be written over here, because there are no intruders. We want these details when intruder is detected. And this is the same program for PIR2. The only difference is for the input and output pin. So for the second PIR sensor, the input pin would be 13 and output pin would be 36. Rest of the details will be same. So when we will run this program, it will say no intruders because there is nothing on the way of street light. Now if we will put a car, it will say that intruder detected to street number 2. Now as we can run only one program at a time and not both the programs, we will look for the other way. Since we want to run both of our programs at the same time, here is a short technique using terminal. Since our both programs are on desktop, pir.python, that is py file, and pir2.py, we'll open the terminal and we will go to the desktop directory using this command cd desktop. We'll press enter and now we are in the desktop directory. And if we want to see that how many folders are there, we will use ls, which is list, and see there are 2 folders here, which we saw. There are 2 folders here which is shown here. Now since we want to run both this file at the same time, we will use this command python, then the name of the first file, which is pir.py, and again python, and name of the second file, that is pir2.py, and then again n. And when we will press the enter, it will say that no intruder detected. Since there is one intruder, and when the intruder will be detected, it is listing email sent. So email is sent to my phone. Now there are no intruders, but now since the car is passed onto it will say that intruders detected. Now both street lights are off as there is nothing on the road, but when this car will hit the road, it will be detected by street light will turn on and it will say intruder detected street 2, because this is detected by the PIR sensor. Now it is standing. Now when the car will hit the first PIR to on the street light will turn on and it will say intruder detected street 1 and email sent. So email has been sent to my email ID. So let's check my inbox. So here is the latest email at 3:35. Right now is 3:36 and the email reads that light is on. Right now the street light is on. So it will say that intruder detected. Right now the street light is off. So it will say that no intruder, but before few seconds it was on, and if we will refresh it, it will show that the light was on. That was our program, sir, Smart Street Light System using IoT. We made the model, we connected two PIR sensors, we made two street lights by ourselves, then we ran two programs simultaneously in the command box, and then we connected our program, that is Raspberry Pi, to the Google Cloud so that I can get the mail. We also saw that when street light is on, an email was sent that light is on to my email, and when street light was off, no email was sent. So thank you, sir.